Hi everybody, my name is David. Thank you for watching this video today. I'm a life coach and I try to help people heal and grow from different kinds of trauma. Today's video is about worry, the emotion, worry. I did this because I know it's profound in people's lives that suffer from trauma. So, CPTSD, complex post-traumatic stress disorder. I make a lot of videos about this and I have a playlist. If you are interested, any of you, to watch more of my videos about CPTSD, there's some of my best videos, some of my most informative. Most of you guys are watching these videos because you've been abused, you've been neglected, manipulated in your adult life, in relationships you've had. If you watch any of my videos, most of them, you'll know that I believe this stems from our childhood. So a form of post-traumatic stress disorder is complex, CPTSD. That's recurring. So you could have PTSD from serving in war for 6 months, say, and you kill people or you watch people get killed and you're traumatized. This is the same reoccurring trauma throughout life. CPTSD, I believe, starts and begins in childhood. I've made lots of videos about child neglect, emotional neglect in my playlist of healing CPTSD, and I go way more into detail what I'm talking about there. Today I just want to touch on this. So worry is an emotion that does not serve us. It really doesn't, and that's really where the problem is right there. Not the cause. I'll get into the cause. But the problem is that some of us believe some of us understand that worrying isn't good. It doesn't help us. It may be unhealthy. It's not constructive. It over consumes us. But some of us actually believe that worry serves us, that worry is good. Worry prevents me from being in dangerous situations and stuff. And it doesn't. It doesn't. Worry is an emotion that is caused by, it's allowing ourselves to give in to our anxieties. It's allowing anxieties to take over, dwelling on the worst of what could happen, what might happen, we may not even know. And it's not healthy, and it really doesn't serve us. But it's an emotion. It's something our body is doing. In today's video, I would like to help you guys increase your self-awareness, for one. And part of yourself are your emotions, what your body's doing, how it feels, how you feel. And so we try to accept ourselves and our body and our feelings and what we are feeling, our emotions and what we're feeling. So for those of you who are worrying, worry warts, anxiety, first step is we've got to accept it, not ignore it. Okay? And we also don't accept worry as it's something that's serving us, because it's not. So I'll get into that in a second. This is about control. Like I said, this stems from our childhood, period. And this can start and begin right after birth. Emotional neglect as children causes massive instability. We don't believe we are in control of our environment. And not being stable, not having a stable childhood growing up, makes us feel powerless, makes us feel hopeless and helpless. And we believe we have to just keep thinking of something that can help this, something that can solve this, when there are just things in life we cannot. Things we cannot fix, things we cannot solve, things that we do not have control over. And so this process of our thoughts and our feelings, we let them take over. And a lot of this is negativity, isn't it? We ruminate about the past, of what could happen, what I should have done, what I wish I would have done. That's still holding on to that, isn't it? Isn't it? I wish I would have done this. Well, it already happened. It's past. It's a long time ago. We can't do that and live in the past like that. These are forms of depression. The anxiety is taking over about maybe we feel like we lost our partner. Maybe I'm unlovable. Maybe that's causing some of these. So, understanding that this comes from childhood, feelings of not in control of our environment, but there's something we can do about it. It's like thinking that we're always going to prevent some danger from happening, and we can't. We can't. So, what do? And I say this a lot, negative thoughts, we challenge negative thoughts. Thoughts are coming from our brain, and it's not necessarily who we are. Okay? It's not necessarily who we are. Our brains and our bodies, stuff like this, aren't necessarily who we are. It's what we are. And so our feelings, our emotions, what our body's doing is more who we are. So we accept our emotions and we challenge our thoughts. Very, very important. This is how we get out of depression. This is how we help with anxiety. And this is how we stop worrying. We accept our emotions, and that's my anxiety, and we do something about it. We take care of it. We have negative thoughts, and we challenge these things. And it's vitally important for anybody who feels this, who's suffering from any of this depression, anxiety, keep negativity out of your life. You might have a stress disorder, so we've got to learn how to eliminate stress. People who have stress disorders have stress in their life. This isn't something that you're just suffering from for several years and now there's no stress in your life. This is an aftermath. You guys may not even realize how much stress you actually have in your life now. We're not managing stress. We don't know how. And CPTSD means we were neglected as children and we weren't taught how to communicate or express ourselves or accept our own emotions and realize when we don't have control over them, over our environment and situations, okay? So, at the very least, let's keep negativity out of our life. I know somebody who watches the news every day, all day, every day. She comes up to me and tells me the worst negative things every day. It's wonderful. I love that added into my life. I can block it out and say, please stop, and not get emotional over it and accept that these things happen in the world. But I don't need to invite that and include that in my daily life. There's something like 8 million babies under the age of 5 dying every year, all year, right now. Millions of babies dying right now. What good does it do to focus on that, to talk about it, we could talk about it, but what good does it do to invite that into your life? Should I be reminded every day? There's nothing I can do about it. There's atrocities all over the world. And everyone's life has ups and downs. But if we focus on all the bad all the time, what is it doing? It's causing anxiety, and there's no control over it. And that constant saturation of negativity in your daily life will cause anxiety, the fear of the unknown, and then we start to worry because we have no control over it. So let's challenge negative thoughts with positivity, with the truth. Okay, the truth. And this is going to be difficult. I'm telling you to do it. But I'm not saying it's going to be easy or that all of you can or that you're going to have much success. This is where professionals come in to help, really. This is where support, professionals, positivity help. But challenge negative thoughts. Keep negativity out of your life. Keep it out of your life. Don't watch the news. I'm serious. Especially, global, national news. It is just, it's a business and they prey on negativity. I always say, a hurricane's 10 times worse on the news. I've lived in tons of hurricane and tornado territory. And my God, I'll live in a storm and the next day the news, oh, Jesus. I was like, wow, I didn't realize it was that bad, but here I'm right in it. It's horrible, awful. It's the news. It's a business. They're not providing you information that you need to hear. challenge our thoughts, accept our emotions, and express them. Okay? If you have worries about stuff, express it. Tell people, talk, write it down. And this is very important, actually. Make a list of your worries. You know, if you make a list of your worries and write it all down, what good does it do to just keep going over and over and over it? When you find yourself do that, go back to your list. Say, oh, I already have it down. I'm already worrying about this. I don't need to worry about it more or again. I already am. Expression is describing. So not just telling somebody, describe it. What does it make you do? How does it make your body feel? Okay? And then ask yourself, what can I do about it? Okay? And if the answer is, if you have something you can do about it, I would suggest doing it to make yourself feel better, or accepting and realizing that there isn't anything I can do about it, right? And then put a value on it. Because you only have so much time in your day and so much space in your day. So should that be at the top of your list or at the bottom? Okay? This self-awareness, accepting our feelings and processing them and expressing them, will really help. Will really help. And I'm not talking about the person I know that thrives on negativity and tells me all day. Okay? You don't need to keep repeating it. You write it down. This is my worry, and this is how it feels, and I'm expressing it, and realize there's nothing I can do about it. And I really don't want it that much in my life. So I'm not going to keep looking. I'm not going to keep going back to that story and reading it. I'm not going to keep the news on all day, just going bad, 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 bad. So we have more self-awareness and realize what our body's doing, being in tune with it instead of ignoring it. Okay? Being mindful of what we're doing, challenging our thoughts. Am I watching the news? Am I around other people that's feeding me this stuff all the time? Is it my job that I'm exposed to every day? Not everybody can handle the same job. Not everybody can be a police officer, right? Not everybody can be a doctor. Okay? So, I guess in the end, realize that this isn't serving you. For those of you who think that it does, I'm sad for you. These kinds of things cause disease. Okay? Anxiety, depression, worry causes disease. It's extremely unhealthy. And if we are worrying, that means we're on alert. That means we're waiting and watching and expecting the worst. I even made a video 3 years ago, something like that, called C-PTSD, expecting the worst, living in a fear cage all the time. Fear all around me. Something's going to happen. Okay? If that's usually caused from your life, like this, no stability. So get help and find stability and support and positivity and keep that negativity out of your life and learn how to manage and cope with stress. Stressful relationships is the biggest problem, biggest killer, biggest source of stress. And starting as children, being neglected causes headaches and stomach aches, and this transforms into major problems and diseases as we get older. Okay? We need quality of life. Quality of life. And it does no good to try to stay safe all the time and never live. Okay? It's like a snake, just always looking for danger. Right? I hope this video helps. Please let me know if it does. Give me your whatever you want to add, and tell me what you think it's like for you. Describe it, express it. Tell me what you guys do to help with worry. Okay? But accepting this into our life isn't investing in it. So we accept what our body's doing and we try to do something about it to help, not just keep feeding it. Challenge this thing, okay? All right, that's enough. Thank you, guys. Anybody interested in coaching, daviddemars.com. Thank you. Love yourself first, always, everybody. Bye-bye.